And I know your pockets are fat because they're paying you.
Oh, I see. The Zionists are paying us.
Definitely.
Are you going to let me speak? I'm trying to answer your question.
You speak, and there's nothing for you to even say of any value or of any truth.
This kind of garbage will come in, is coming in. They are here. They're overtaking our city, our country, and Trudeau has ruined this country. Time for him to take a very long walk.
Oh, you're saying that because I'm Lebanese, motherfucker?
I don't know you're Lebanese.
Get away from me with that mic.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Are we under Canadian law or Sharia law?
I'm not talking about ISIS.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I think you can figure it out yourself.
That's not very lady.
Yes, I can say that to you.
Someone decided they just don't want me to be on the grass. Simple as that.
If you're telling the truth, I mean, that seems like a...
The police grabbed me and physically, very roughly manhandled me.
David Menzies for Rebel News here at Queen's Park in Toronto. And folks, today is the 1-year anniversary of the most horrific massacre taken out against the Jewish people since the Holocaust. It was on this day in 2023 that more than 1,100 innocent people in Israel were killed. Another 250 or so were kidnapped. Many of them have since been massacred while held in captivity. And you know, it's kind of funny. You would think that there would be some respect by the pro-Hamas crowd on this day. This should be, I would say, a somber day for reflection given what happened 365 days ago. But as you can see behind me, there's a small pro-Israel demonstration by Jewish people and their allies. But on the other side of the police line, you can see the pro-Hamas are out in full force. And really, how vulgar is that? I mean, we have seen for the last 12 months in our Dominion coded chants for genocide against the Jewish people. From the river to the sea, Intifada, go back to Europe. You would think on this day, maybe they would, I don't know, roll back that rhetoric at least for 24 hours, but no, they're doubling down on their pro-genocidal messages. What's even more disturbing, I think, is what has been the reaction of our politicians and our police services. Well, they'll make comments like, hate has no place here and diversity is our strength. And meanwhile, hatred abounds. And what do? They do nothing. Well, actually, that's not quite true, folks. On very cold days, the Toronto Police Service will deliver coffee and Timbits to the Islamo-fascists. You don't want them chanting death on an empty stomach, do you? And how about this for another disturbing factor? What do you think about the Justin Trudeau Liberals issuing 5,000 visas for Gazans to move to Canada? I mean, latest polls show about 80% of Gazans support the terrorist group Hamas. Other Arab nations won't even take these people, and yet we're going to welcome in people like that to our great Dominion. I think that falls under the category of throwing gasoline on the fire. In any event, we're going to wade into the crowd and try to speak with the demonstrators and counter-demonstrators. I'm really not hopeful of the pro-Hamas side giving us any kind of tangible interviews. They are typically told by the ringleaders not to talk to us. When they do talk, they tend to get violent. Often they're incoherent. We might have, I think, better luck with the pro-Israel demonstrators. So huge police presence here. I would estimate there's maybe 150, 160 people, and probably just as many cops, but the evening is young. We understand more are on their way. So let's try to talk to whoever will talk to us and try to make sense of a day that should be a somber occasion for reflection, but clearly others don't think that way.
You like spreading misinformation, don't you?
Oh, what's that, sir?
Lying.
Oh, do I? What have I lied about?
You lie about everything that's going on when it comes to this.
Okay.
Okay, you spread lies.
Can you give me one specific example, sir?
You be saying garbage on camera all the time, man.
Okay, can you be a
Nobody
little
respects
less
you.
abstract?
Nobody respects you or Rebel News, man.
Okay, can
I
you
don't
give
know-
me
I
a
don't know how
tangible
much
example?
money the Zionists be giving you. I know they got deep pockets, and I know your pockets are fat because they're paying you.
Oh, I see. The Zionists are paying us.
Definitely.
Oh, okay then. Do you have any proof of that?
It's obvious. Why else would you be doing this?
It's obvious. I don't think that would really hold up in court.
What I make of it and the blame is with the Western world, the so-called civilized world that stands by them. Do you realize that it wouldn't take a single drop of blood had the Western world, the civilized world, stick together like they stick together?
So, folks, what you're seeing right now, I guess it's the proverbial squeeze play. The police want the Jewish demonstrators to move back. And it looks like slowly but surely there's some compliance.
Well, I would expect that the government would outlaw an actual celebration of the October 7th slaughter of Israelis taking place in front of the Ontario Provincial Legislature. It's outrageous. It should be outlawed. These people are a danger to the safety and security of the Jewish community. And the police, what are they doing? They're asking us to move away, and let these people sprout their anti-Semitic, pro-terrorist garbage.
Have you ever spoken to an Israeli hostage? They'll tell you that they've been treated humanely. They'll tell you that the only people who did the killing on October 7th were actually the IDF when they were shooting their own people.
I see. When you say the hostages will tell me that, you mean the ones that are still living, right?
The hostages that were freed, they were interviewed, and they gave their own testimony of what happened. You should.
Well, you asked me why I'm
should
here.
Educate yourself. You should educate yourself.
Are you going to let me speak? I'm trying to answer your question.
No, you speak. And there's nothing for you to even say of any value or of any truth.
Okay, then.
Okay. I just
Anything
came here
else?
To let you know that Rebel News is not respected, and you are just spreading misinformation, and you're gonna have to pay for that on the Day of Judgment, man.
Oh, what does that mean? I'll have to pay for it. Are you going to get violent on me?
No one's getting violent. The only people who commit violence are the Israelis,
Oh, really?
and the whole world has seen that.
Today is October 7th. It is 1 year. 1 year. And they are allowed to stay, but the police are pushing back the Jews. The Jews are polite. We are helpful. We built this city. They don't do anything but destroy, kill, murder, maim. And if you're not a true Canadian, you don't uphold Judeo-Christian values, leave. We don't want you. People who disemboweled people while they were alive, people who cut off genitalia, there is not a hell big enough in the universe.
We are here for a better life. This is not Canada. We need change in Canada. We can't have hate like this. The distinction between us. A man told me to drop dead. I told him to have a long life. Huge distinction.
The issue is we have all these different gods and who are not really gods because they are two forces at work in this world. The force of darkness and the force of light. The light promotes love and truth, and the darkness promotes deception and hatred and harm. We shouldn't celebrate the pain of other peoples. We should try to sympathize with people.
Hamas wasn't the only killers on that day, right?
Okay, who were the other killers?
Did the IDF kill anybody?
Okay, please educate me. What are the numbers of
you? I'm here to ask questions just like how you
Well,
are.
you know what?
I started off this conversation with a question, right? Asking if you brought enough security and if you're okay.
This is what your Canada is going to look like. This kind of garbage is coming in. They are here. They're overtaking our city, our country, our rights. And you know what? Bye-bye Canada, if that's the case. And Trudeau has ruined this country. Time for him to take a very long walk. During the pandemic, the police took a very heavy-handed approach to the freedom demonstrators, and yet here we have people, they're chanting genocide, they're advocating. You want to answer these questions? Well, we tried to get their side of the story, but clearly they don't want to talk. And the point remains, folks, we saw the freedom people brutally tackled and arrested.
sometimes just for standing on a corner by themselves waving a Canadian flag. That was verboten. And on this side we have coded chants for genocide. We've seen in the last 12 months violence, threats. I'm just trying to make sense of it all, but the police, they don't want to talk to me. Sir, are you concerned about using your pager today? Are you afraid of using your walkie-talkie today? How about your cell phone?
Palestine will be free.
Sir, are you concerned about using your pager today? How about your walkie-talkie? Hi, sir. Sir, are you concerned about using your pager today?
What are you talking about?
Are you considered about using your pager
Well,
today?
you're saying that because I'm Lebanese, motherfucker?
I don't know you're Lebanese.
Get away from me with that mic.
Are we under Canadian law or Sharia law?
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm just wondering if you're concerned about using your...
Bullshit! You terrorist!
I'm a terrorist.
Supporter. Don't come to me.
How about you, sir? Are you concerned about using your pager?
Do you respect international law?
Are you concerned about using your pager?
International law?
Nobody cares about my opinion.
Under international law, it's a terror attack. Wait, under international law, that was a terror attack.
Who is this masked man? Who is this masked man? How about yourself, sir? Are you concerned about using a pager today? No. Sir, are you concerned about using your pager today?
Sorry.
Suddenly camera shy. You're not afraid of using your pager today, sir?
Oh, this guy.
By the way, where's your brother tonight?
Why are you asking me about my brother for? Ask me about me.
Well, isn't he a little infamous?
No, I speak about myself.
These guys are wearing disguises.
You're allowed to. Why don't you focus on the crime that occurred? You can't
Is COVID a
wear a
thing?
mask when you're breaking the law.
Okay. Well,
That's not why we're here.
Okay.
Someone broke the law. We want the police to hold them accountable.
what was the law that was broken?
Someone sprayed somebody all with water.
So what brings you out today?
What brings me out today?
Yeah.
We're protesting. We're out. What do you mean?
Well, but if you're protesting, shouldn't you be protesting the largest slaughter of Jewish people since the Holocaust?
Hey, October 7th means different things for different people, right?
It
It means
does?
something for you. Right now, it means something for a lot of people. For me, it means it's a 1-year tragic anniversary of the Palestinian genocide, right? That's how I feel.
The Palestinian
It's a
genocide.
1-year tragic anniversary of the Palestinian genocide and 76 years of continuing ongoing oppression, occupation, and the resilience of the Palestinian people.
Say, are you afraid to use your pager today, sir?
You want to say that again?
Are you afraid to use your pager today? Are you concerned?
What is that implying?
What about your walkie-talkie?
What are you implying?
Well, I'm just asking me. You know, there's been some reports of some malfunctions.
Malfunction? Are you referencing that my walkie-talkie is going to blow up or something?
Could that happen?
Do I have a walkie-talkie?
I don't know. I can't even see who you are. You've got a...
We got what we needed.
Okay.
I told you, your hate speech better come to an end. You'll get yourself into a lawsuit that will
Hate
not
speech?
end.
What have I said that meets the benchmark of hate?
Jokes, right? Your beeper jokes that is going to blow up on me. I don't know why. Is it because
That's hate speech?
Because I support a specific doctrine?
Is it not hate
I'm sorry, is that not hate speech? Is that not directed to something? Why don't you explain your comment?
What is the doctrine you support, sir?
Why don't you explain it?
Well, I'm trying to understand the hate speech because I hear from the river to the sea.
Support, and I'll be very clear about it. What I do not support is me following a religious doctrine that has been made to be politicized, that sends foreign mercenaries to foreign lands to go and fight in the name of religious doctrines. I'm not talking about ISIS.
Okay. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I think you can figure it out yourself.
That's not very lady.
Yes, I can say that to you. If I can.
Itself. Iran has the right to defend itself. Iran has the right to defend itself, okay? I'm walking. You relax, grab me. I'm walking. And I'm walking.
Sir, why are these police arresting you?
We're being trespassed. Sir.
Sir, what happened?
They just grabbed me.
I'm going to walk you off their property.
I'm standing on the grass. I'm standing on the street.
Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go.
Stop grabbing me. You police officers broke my glasses by grabbing me. Please do not touch me.
Oh, you're right. I will not. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you.
Where's my camera?
Perfect.
Where's my camera?
They have your camera right there.
I thought this was public property. I was standing on it very quietly, speaking to no one, making no statement. But someone decided that I should not be on the grass because someone decided they just don't want me to be on the grass. As simple as that.
Well, if you're telling the truth, I mean, that seems like a...
Based on that, the police grabbed me and physically, very roughly manhandled me.
That seems like a real overreach on the behalf of the police if you're telling me all the details.
Those are exactly the details. I spoke to no one, made not a sound.
Just you've been trespassed. You gotta have to go on the other side.
I'm not talking to you, officer. I'm talking to this officer.
But
here.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
You've been trespassed. You
Okay.
can't come back to Queens Park property.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go to the other side. You're gonna get arrested.
I don't want
Just
to
asking you nicely.
But if I have to,
okay?
I will.
Okay,
But
I
don't want
understand.
to.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay.
understand.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, no, but sir, I'm just wondering, can you just tell me why he was...
No, man, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Find out.
Okay.
I saw being
The other
escorted
officer
off the
that
property,
relayed
that's
the
it.
information that he's been trespassed.
told not to
He was
come back.
removed and he came back. That's it.
But trespass from a public park, it doesn't seem to make sense.
No, because he caused a disturbance and then he was removed. And that's all I know. Okay?
It looked like for a moment you were getting swarmed for holding up this flag of Israel. What's your take on what's going on?
Well, the flag is flying high.
Okay.
Even if we two people standing here, we stand in here, right? We don't care about the sea. We good to go, right?
In your mother's
Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
What does that mean?
Iran has the right to defend itself.
Really? Are you Iranian, sir? That's funny, the soy boy telling him not to speak. Well, folks, as darkness takes lease, the pro-Hamas demonstrators, they are going to be marching down University Avenue. And, it's uncanny, isn't it? When you look at the volume of people here, when you look at what they are chanting, namely genocide, it's almost as though I'm having an out-of-body experience. Am I in Tehran or am I in Toronto? But we always have to look for the silver lining, don't we? And a new poll recently came out, commissioned by the Association for Canadian Studies and carried out by Leger. And this is what the poll says, that only 1 in 10 Canadians have a positive view of Hamas. 1 in 10. So don't be tricked, don't be confused that these people, these hooligans, represent the vast majority. The precise opposite is true. In fact, I'm reminded of perhaps the most famous quote from Shakespeare's Macbeth, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, after a year of seeing the pro-Hamas types chant genocide in the streets, come on, enough is enough, especially since a lot of these people aren't even Canadian citizens. They're here on visas, they're international students. If you think you have the right to come to our great dominion and advocate for genocide, think again. Folks, please go to deporthamas.com. That's deporthamas.com. Sign our petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can bring you the other side of the story.